in the early stages, essentially, a founder should raise something which will take him to run for around 12 to 18 months, so that it's an optimal amount and they are able to achieve the desired objective of either developing the product, or once the product is developed, if at all, to prove it to the customers, have some customers have the feedback, etc. Or if the proof of concept has been done already, then probably generating the initial revenues. Now, once you have achieved certain level of traction on the POC side, or on the product development side, or on the later side, on the revenue generation, that's the stage when you have more learning. So you have reduced some level of risk on the product side, on the startup side. That's where your valuation does increase. So raise the money for next 12 to 18 months, whatever you think in your optimum case scenario, you can raise it, and then start gunning for the next round, probably 9 months down the line, and I would say 6 months down the line, because once you have reached to a certain stage, you should think more, you should spend more time and resources in generating in raising the next round. So the short answer is, whatever they can consume over the next 12 to 18 months is the best amount they should raise for at whatever stage they are. Now, this money may differ from enterprise to enterprise. So something which is an infrastructure business, where something like Swiggy or Zomato, where they have to build up a lot of infrastructure before few customers come in, that amount could be significant. Something like a fintech product. Now, fintech you cannot launch. I mean, fintech something which you would sell to the insurance companies, to the banks. Now, that product itself is going to be expensive product. So that might take probably maybe $500,000 to $1 million even to start with that kind of product. Whereas a small consumer product or an IT product which shall enable the consumerism, you can start with probably $250K or $350K or maybe $500,000. I mean, not more than $500,000 generally. So the smaller the amount is, it's easier to raise. But if you want to raise even the first funding from the VCs, then small is not enough. It's not good enough. I mean, you have to raise the bar a bit more, which means that it has to be at least $500,000 to $1 million, even as the first funding you're looking for.